Hello, it's Raina with Lylo Crafts. Happy Saturday! And I am so excited. We are on part 3 of 4 of making our Christmas junk journal together. So that means we are in the home stretch after today. I wanted to show you that the first thing I did a few things off camera so that it would be faster as we go today, is I added bigger rings, okay, to the spine. So before I had these rings, now I've added these. They are about 1 3/4 to 2 inches in diameter, and I did purchase those at the Dollar Tree. All right, so let's go ahead and open up and let's add those pockets, those tags, journal cards all today. So on this first page, you can see that I added this little pocket, and I have made this on my channel. And inside of this, I added my first journal card, which is a Project Life card, and it says extraordinary every day. And I loved that because there is something extraordinary that happens every day, whether it's in a flower blooming, the beautiful clouds in the sky, the warmth of the sunshine. There is always something joyful and beautiful and extraordinary in every day. And so you can see the back here is a journal spot for you to create in. And then I wanted to show you, here is another one that I made to put in. And these are magazine images from the same magazine that I fussy cut out. And this is one of the cookies. Now I wanted to mount this onto a coordinating Project Life card. So I thought these colors went so great together. And on this cookie, it already had these lines of icing, but I went over those with this Nouveau drops right here, and I used that as icing. And then I put a little bit of the iridescent stickles, which is this right here, and I use that as glue to glue down those little dragées, right? Isn't that so fun? And then I added just a blingy star to top off that little cookie, and I use a scrap inside, and then it's got journaling space on the back. So these are the 2 journal cards. There's 1 and 2, okay, and when we close that, and we can decide later if we want to put Velcro there or not, then I thought this little tag that I made before on my channel would go so great behind here as a tuck, right? So on this pocket right here, I just glued the 3 sides down so it'd have plenty of room for that sweet tag. Oh, I just love how this first page turned out, right? Okay, so then we've got our sweet treats on this side, and when we flip over, we've got this hot cocoa mug. So what I thought would go so great with that is I fussy cut out these and mounted them on cardstock, and these again are directly from that magazine. So I thought we could make this into a pocket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the edge over here and up the side, and then across the bottom, and then up the side. And I am using this really fine tip applicator because the more fine your glue is, the less amount of space that it takes up as a pocket. So I'm going to go ahead and add this right here, just like that. And I'm going to take my little paper towel to mop up any excess glue that is seeping out of the edges. Oh, that's so great. Okay, then I thought what would go so great is this tag, right? So I just shared this on my channel. I believe that was Wednesday. And then I also cut out this quilting image from one of those thrift store finds that I shared with you. I topped it with a bit of lace. I stitched around it. I added 2 bows, and I made them kind of sideways swirly to go with the inside pattern. And I backed it with coffee dyed paper. So, and I inked around in red, and I thought that would go so great over here in that pocket. Oh my gosh, L-O-V-E, L-O-V-E. So then next, when we flip the page, we've got this one with this beautiful Christmas scene. And so what I thought would go really awesome in here is this little reindeer gift card holder, which I do need to make something for the inside to go in here. And I also want to make like a decorated paper clip to pin it in to hold that in place. So that is going to be next week for sure. But I wanted you to see that this is the first journaling card. So I've got that. It's going to tuck right back in there. And then I made another one. And this one is again with cookies that are from that magazine. This time I put the stickles around the edge. This one, I did these Nuvo drops because the frosting is in green, but it wasn't popping. So I added a second layer and I put stickles right on top of that. Can you see? So it's like green sparkly frosting, and then I added those little dragées into the corner, those faux dragées, those little metal pieces. And I used the stamp I shared with you that I hauled from Amazon on the bottom right there. I think that is so sweet, and I don't know why this one is just feels slightly tacky, so I don't want to put it in there and get a smash, but this is the idea. That is how that's going to look. Isn't that going to be so fun? Oh my gosh, what a cute pocket. Okay, so we are going to have those on that page. And then we've got the Santa Bear, this embroidery page with the tree. We've got this candy cane print over here. And I have made this before on my channel, and that's a stamped image of a little angel making wishes. And I thought, doesn't everybody make wishes for Christmas? Whether it is something huge like peace on earth, or maybe there's some in our family that is really sick that we would like to be healed, and we pray about that and we ask God for that. Or if we're a child, we might be wishing for a toy. I remember the year when my sweet son, he's totally an adult now, really wanted a Techno, which was a robotic dog. And the reason why he wanted a robotic dog is because his dad said he couldn't get a real dog. However, he ended up getting a real dog. So it was very sweet. His dad broke down and he got his little dog, who was his just best buddy for 17 years. Okay, so then I thought, Santa's gonna need some treats. So I thought this would be the perfect time to add these cookies. So I thought this tuck right like that with these little journal cards over here would be awesome. So then as we flip again, we have the gingerbread page, right? With the gingerbread ruffle that we did. And I've got this gingerbread house that I thought would be so sweet clipped in here. And this is a pocket. And inside the pocket has this sweet candy cane paper. And it's all backed. It's on a file folder with a great tab. So that looks so sweet. And I have on my channel, if you look these up under my Christmas playlist, and maybe I think it might be called like junk mail envelope or transformation of a junk mail envelope. So I have how we made these, and I love it. I've got these sweet little gingerbread boys that I cut out of that magazine. I stickled them up, and then where it has these green and the red, those were the little candies that they had in the magazine. And so I went ahead and dotted these with puffy fabric paint. So all of this is so tactile. I just love it. And first, I'm going to mount this gingerbread right here with hot glue. And the reason why I'm doing that is because there's fabric that it's going to go over. And so it's a little bit more difficult to stick to with just regular art glitter glue. So I am going to put him all the way to the top. Oh my gosh, he looks so cute. He looks adorable. And so now we have to decide, do we want to just glue this down and have this one pocket, or would I make it a tuck behind? And this time I think I'm going to go ahead and just glue it on down as a house on a page. Okay, so all I'm going to do is take my art glitter glue. Now you could even just clip this in the way that it is, and even this back could just be used as a journaling spot. So however you want to do it, but this is what I think would be so fun for this right here. So there we go. We've got our gingerbread house right in there, our pocket with our gingerbread person. Oh, I think that's so great. And then over here, I think I'm going to go ahead and glue this little gingerbread guy going woo, 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 right into the corner. And I'm going to use my art glitter glue. Now, I just want to remind you, when you're using any kind of glue and foil, you've got to mop it up right away with like a paper towel or something, because it will leave a residue and ultimately it will end up taking the shine off of the foil paper. So it's not as forgiving as glitter, but it is so much less money than glitter. And I think it has the same, kapow effect. So I am going to go with that. Oh my gosh, is that not cute? Look how cute that is, this page, this double page layout. I love it. And so now we're going to flip, and we've got our Christmas tree here. And what I thought would be adorable is this fun pocket, right? This one, I love this like boa thing. It just cracks me up, and it's got a like triple bow up here. It has little blingies like in and of itself. That's such a present, and this kind of reminds me of snow. And inside here, you can see this is where I put two of the things that we made together on Wednesday. So here's that sweater journal card with all the stitching around with the sweaters from the magazine. And this is paper. This is another tree that was from the magazine, and that's a journal paper right there too. So I'm going to stick both of these right on in that pocket, and we'll close that. And I think what I'm going to do is just glue around the three sides and make this a tuck, okay? Or make this another pocket, right? So this is like an envelope, and then we're turning this envelope into a pocket by just gluing the three sides so we can tuck some lovely goodies in behind, all right? So I'm going to do that. Let me take this over to this page. So there we go. We've got that pocket in. And then I thought, oh, right? This card, this little journal card that we made with this sweet tree, and this is the only one that I glittered up, and I put those dragées in there on this, and that's all stitched with a double bow. So I thought that would be super cute in here, just like that. So isn't that just adorable, right? So I think this side over here is just looking a little plain after how awesome this fluffy bow and this big bow is. So I think what I want to do is add a little bit of a ruffle, but I'm just going to hot glue it on with you guys right here. I'm just going to line the top of this ribbon up with the top of the page, just like that. And then, okay. So all I'm going to do is just add a bit of hot glue. And fold. And hot glue. And fold. And when I get to the very end, I'm just going to cut it a hair longer. I'm going to bend it under so it has a finished edge, and I'm just going to put hot glue at the end of this row right here. I'm going to pull it up to make sure I don't get it on the page beneath. Okay, there we go. Okay, I love that. And then what I thought we could do is bring a little bit of this fuzz over here and get it together. So I'm going to tie a bow, and then we'll see how it comes together. Okay, I think I'm going to do it like that. I tied a double bow so that it would tie in with this side. All right, so I think that would look adorable. Right, maybe put it down here towards the bottom. I love that little feather boa. Okay, I'm going to have to buy more of this from Hobby Lobby. This was my very last piece. My very last little scrap of feather boa. And yes, I did get it at Hobby Lobby. I love that they put their stuff, at least they have in the past couple of years, 50% off right at the beginning of the season, right? Right after they get all their shelves loaded. It typically goes 50% off. I always think it's funny that the fall is 40 and the Christmas is 50. and Christmas is a lot further away. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful that we can get it at 50% off. So hopefully they'll have that same kind of sale this year. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Such a cute page. Okay, now on this page, I am in love with this, you guys. This is a side tuck that I made with these cookies. So what I did was I took a piece of cardstock, and these are the cookies from the magazine. I cut them out, I backed them on cardstock, and then I just glued them to the strip of cardstock down the middle. Now I thought it looked a little plain because this has a white border. I took the ink, Festive Berries, the distress ink, and I just colored over the edge just to have it not be so obvious that it was white. And then what I thought would go so great in here are these two journal cards, fully stitched and inked. And I thought this would be so great on the top, and this was made together on Wednesday. And this one, we fussy cut that image out together, but I thought, you know what, I had just this much left of this, and I thought this burlap ribbon would go so pretty, and this white tied in with the way they wrap these packages over here, I thought that was gorgeous. So I just put that on there. This is a fireplace image, and I inked around the back with gold because it's a little difficult to see. I inked in a lot more further than I would, just so that it would be obvious that that is an inked up image. Okay, so there we go. There are our two lovely journal cards that are going on this page together. Oh, I just love it. I think that is awesome. And then when we're going to turn the page, okay, so we've got this sweet Santa journal card over here that tucks into that belly band. And then I thought, I found this cup of hot cocoa, and this belly band's a little loose. I think it could do with another journal card. So I'm going to make one with this next time, and then we will add it together. And then I thought, oh, wouldn't this bag be perfect to clip in here, because it's a little bit more nostalgic and vintage to match this vintage Santa over here. And so this bag I also made with you guys. If you missed it, it's in my Christmas in July playlist. And so I thought this could clip in. And the reason why I thought it could clip in rather than glue in is because I wanted to really fill it full. This is that adorable card, right? With all the pom-poms that we made together on Wednesday. So I'm so excited about that sweet tag to go in the bag, and then this one. And then when you flip this over, I just glued this little slash pocket over here. And then you guys remember this was my first project, I believe, that I made for Christmas in July. These cards with these little Christmas trees. And so I thought this would be fantastic, tucked right in there on the back. So much journaling space or card space here. And if we clip it in, then you guys can put pictures or whatever you would like in here. And know that I am going to be selling this. So if anybody is interested, just let me know. I am going to sell this journal. We have some medical bills in our family, and so I thought this would be such a fun way raise some funds, and it's just such an adorable journal. I love it. Now this is a sugar cookie right from the magazine, and then what I did was I inked around the edges with stickles, and I thought we could just glue this in here on top of the manger scene. Even though there's a star there in the needlepoint thing, I felt like it needed something at the top here. So what better than a star? And since there were so many yummy and adorable cookies in this magazine, I thought this would be perfect. And I always like to put those stars kind of on the angle like that. If you like your straight up and down, please put it on any way that you would like your star. I'm gonna add mine there just like that. I love that. Okay. And then for the last page, I already glued in this pocket. This is a pocket I made on my channel, and it is a junk mail envelope that was altered. And you can see when you pull out, we've got this massive tag. You can put a picture. You can even put the picture so it shows through here, and then write your journaling on the side. So you don't have to have this little flower that shows through. And then I thought what would be so cute to add, this is a little present because Jesus is a present. He is the greatest gift to the whole wide world. We all can receive salvation and be with Jesus forever in heaven. All we have to do is say that we believe and invite him into our hearts. And so because he is a gift, I put this present here. I just added this sweet little ribbon over there onto it. I put a blingy star from my recent haul there. And then I thought, what goes better than that? This nutcracker is playing the drums. And so it just reminded me of the little drummer boy, right? So I thought that would be so perfect of the little drummer boy with the manger scene. And then, of course, we have the back here. So I want you to see, you guys, look how chunky this is right here. Woo! It's definitely a chunky one, and it's so awesome. And we're going to add a few more things to it next week and finish it up together. So I hope you are enjoying this, and I hope that you will try this too. It is really, really fun to make. And I so appreciate you spending time with me today, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye-bye.